Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mina and I have not filmed a video or posted on BookStywalker, BookTube, I can't even talk, for months, and this is my re-entry into posting and vlogging. I am coming at you with a reading vlog today, and trust me, there has been a good amount of reasons for why I've been very inactive on social media, both BookStywalker and BookTube, and I will get to that in a little bit. Kind of a lot of things that have been going on in my life, some really exciting changes, some stressful changes, but again, I will do my best to explain, what's been going on throughout this vlog. I'm currently parked by Barnes & Noble. I'm about to pick up an order that I just placed this morning for 2 new release horror books that I'm very excited about. And I haven't been reading for like the past few months. I think the last video I posted was in September. So I was still like somewhat reading in September, and then towards the end of that month into October, I just did not read anything. And then I started to pick up reading again in December, but I only read like 2 books and then I didn't read again, and it's now February. So it's been a while, and I'm hoping, seriously hoping, that these books will keep my attention and bring me out of this tremendously long reading slump and I don't want to say life slump, because again, all the changes and factors that are happening in my life is what's causing me to be in this reading slump. So I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm in a life slump, but I just have a lot going on, and so that's kind of why I haven't been able to devote my time to reading or posting or anything like that. But I know you guys understand, and I'm really excited to read again, post again, vlog again. A lot of people are like, oh my god, we miss your vlogs, we miss your content, and I really appreciate that. That makes me want to come back faster and actually post stuff. So here I am. That was the bus. I was like, what the heck is that noise? So yeah, if I'm awkward in this video, it's because I've been absent for so long. I finished work for today. Today is Thursday. I just started the new semester, and a lot of work changes as well, which is, contributing to my absence and my busyness, but I'll get into that. But I'm really excited because I have a 3-day weekend. I have tomorrow off, so I have a nice couple of days to just relax and devote my time to things that I enjoy, like reading and vlogging, and just, again, relaxing and not thinking about my students and my class. So I'm excited for that, and I probably won't vlog in Barnes & Noble because my social anxieties and insecurities will stop me from doing so. But I will come back in a little bit and I will show you guys the 2 books that I'm picking up, and I will probably also get myself a little Starbucks. So I will see you in just a little bit. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm sorry I'm cut off. My car seat doesn't go back any further, but I do have my 2 books, and I got myself a little cold brew. I haven't been drinking a lot of cold brews or coffee for that matter. So before I show you the books, I just want to explain my absence and kind of talk about what's been going on in my life. Number one, me and my husband just moved to a new place. Literally a week and a half ago we moved, and it was super stressful, the whole finding a new place and packing and moving. We moved the day after a snowstorm, so that was very stressful. And in addition to that, I literally started my new semester of teaching the day after we moved. So I didn't even have time to really settle into the place. So those 2 things have recently been occupying my time and making me, just really, really busy. And this semester I am teaching a different level of English than I normally teach. I normally teach the very low, I guess first level of my program, and they decided to switch things around this semester, so now I'm teaching the highest level, which honestly to me is just a lot harder. It's easier in the sense that the students are easier to teach because they are at a higher level, so I feel like I don't have to I guess explain things as much, or you know, go over things as many times as I did when I had the lower level students, but the content is much more challenging, and this is the first time I'm teaching this level, so it is a really big change for me. It's a new curriculum for me, so that is very stressful as well, and I've kind of been preparing for it for the past few weeks during the month of January. When I was off, that's kind of what I was doing. And on top of that, the two biggest life changes aside from moving and teaching a new level of English is that I'm pregnant. So I really was not going to announce this on social media, to be honest, and I'm still kind of hesitant about even like bringing it up here on my booktube, but I know that not that many people watch my booktube. Not, you know, in a bad way, like I don't have like that huge of an audience, so I feel more comfortable talking about it here than I do on Instagram, where I have a bigger following, I guess, and more people like watch my stories there, at least I think. But whatever, I'm just putting it out there. Yes, I am expecting my first child. I've been pregnant for a while now. I'm at my 6 month, a little bit over 6 month mark now. So that's really why I've been inactive on social media. My first trimester of pregnancy was very rough, and I just didn't want to do anything, to be honest. Didn't want to read, didn't want to post. I was just, yeah, it was like not a fun time. And then I started to feel a little bit better, which is why I started reading again in December. But then at the end of December and into the new year, my husband got COVID and I got COVID. So we were dealing with that, and it sucked, but thankfully we didn't have very serious cases of COVID, and you know, we got over it pretty quickly. So yeah, I literally got COVID while being pregnant. That was just like, it was a tough couple of weeks at like the beginning of January. So yeah, that is like where I am at right now in life. Having a baby, just moved to a new place, had COVID, teaching a new class, and that's why I've been absent. I know I kind of just like sprung this on you guys, and I obviously have told my family and my close friends so they know what's going on, but I just didn't really want to talk about it on social media because I'm more of a private person and I really don't like talking about specific life things before they happen. So, but I'm just choosing to talk about it because I felt like if I didn't, it would be kind of like a big hole in my life that I'm not explaining, and it's so hard to like vlog in your daily life and not kind of reference that. So yeah, I'm pregnant. Still can't believe it, still terrified, but you know, we're going with it. Anyway, which is the reason why I haven't really been drinking a lot of cold brews, and you guys know how much I love cold brews. I actually don't drink coffee like often. I probably have it maybe like once a week, and I know that it's okay to have like 1 cup of coffee per day, but I don't even do that much. But I just felt I needed a little cold brew today to reward myself for leaving the house. And it's such nice weather today, like I'm not even wearing my jacket. So yeah. Okay, so enough about my life. Let me tell you guys about the 2 books that I picked up that I'm hoping to read. I will probably just be reading one in this vlog during this weekend, and then maybe I'll save the other one for another vlog, or I'll just read it like on my own. The first one that I have is called Cherish Farrah by Bethany Morrow, and this is a new release book that literally came out this past Tuesday. And this book is a social horror novel, which I didn't even know was a genre until I started hearing people refer to this as a social horror. And I'm realizing that I really love social horror because I can think of a lot of books that fit within this category. For example, Lakewood, or what else do I really like? I mean, I guess like social thrillers as well, not just social horror, but Lakewood, When the Reckoning Comes, I would consider that to be social horror. Anything that deals with like horrors in society, I think that's what social horror is, or anything that has like social issues within the storyline. I think that would be considered social horror. So this book follows a Black woman. I think she's an adult. I don't think this is a YA. Oh, it says 17-year-old. Okay, maybe this is a YA. Bro, is it? I don't even know. I mean, she's 17. I guess that's new adult? Whatever, it doesn't matter. So she is a Black girl and she befriends another Black girl in her country club, and the two of them are the only Black girls in that country club. And I think she kind of becomes obsessed with her friend and her friend's life because she has a better life. And I don't know if she starts to become like her or becomes consumed by that girl's life and wants to kind of take over her. Or I don't know if it's the other way around and the friend is obsessed with her life. I need to read the blurb again, but I think this is the book that I'm going to pick up first because I've been eyeing this one for a while, so I'm excited to read that. And the other book I picked up on a whim. This I just saw in somebody's post on Instagram a couple of days ago, and it is called Horror Hotel. Love the cover of this, love the colors of the cover as well. This is definitely a YA novel, but this one's also horror, and it's about a group of YouTube stars, which honestly, I don't really love reading about YouTubers or, I don't know, people who are like in the spotlight. It's not something that I gravitate towards, but it's about these YouTubers who are like ghost hunters, and they decide to visit this infamous haunted hotel, and some spooky things start to happen. So it sounds really interesting. It says that there's like a serial killer, or like one of the rooms, there was a former serial killer who stayed there. And I don't know if that's the person that's haunting them, but it sounds really interesting and it looks really cool. So I'm excited to read these two. This is an extremely long clip, I know, but honestly, like, I had to tell you guys what's going on in my life. You could probably also tell that I'm pregnant, like my face gained so much weight, but whatever, we're living with it. So I will see you guys at home in my new place when I get started on reading one of them. I don't know which one yet, but one of them. And I'm just gonna sit here for a couple minutes and drink my cold brew because it's good. It is now the next day. It's Friday. Normally I would be teaching at the moment, but I'm obviously off for today. I just wanted to pop in and give you guys a little bit of an update on my reading. I did start reading Cherish Farrah yesterday, and I'm now about 100 pages in. I'm enjoying it. I'm just like not sure where this book is gonna go, or like what the primary like plot line is going to be. I don't know if this is because I didn't read the blurb like too much in detail, or if I like forgot what the blurb said, but it's basically like a very slow burn kind of, at this point, thriller. Our main character is Black and her best friend is also Black, but the difference is that her best friend was adopted by these very wealthy white parents, and our main character, she's not adopted, she lives with her like natural born parents, I guess. But there's like a lot of tension going on because she kind of envies her best friend's life and wants to be a part of it because there's a lot of things that are happening in her own life that she's not happy with, if that makes sense. What's that noise? Oh, it's Bobby. So that's where I'm at right now. One thing that I'm noticing that I like, but I'm like, again, interested to know where this is gonna go. Our main character is a very dark person. Like her mind and the things that she thinks up, and like even the things that she does sometimes, I'm like, is she okay? Like, I don't know if like she is supposed to be like our primary antagonist, if that makes sense. And I'm not going to spoil anything or like say what she's thinking or what's happening, but I don't know, she just has like a very dark persona, and it's interesting to see that from like our main character's perspective, because usually, especially when we have a female main character, it's always like an outside antagonistic force or like person who is affecting our main character, as opposed to like the female main character possibly being the one that is like bad or evil. And I know that this is an obsession story, at least I think that's what it is, where it's like she becomes obsessed with her friend's life, wants to take over her life, or like wants to be her or something. But usually it's the other way around, where like somebody else is trying to do that to our main character. At least like that's the only type of obsession story that I've read and watched. So it's interesting to like get the reversal of that. But I am liking it. I do think that the writing style is a little bit complex for me. I don't know if it's just like I'm slow because I haven't read a lot recently, but Bethany C. Morrow, she's a great writer, but sometimes I have to like read her sentences over multiple times because she has like very complex thoughts for her main character, and like the way that it's written. It's Bobby. Bobby, okay? The way that it's written can sometimes be confusing, and I have to go back and like reread things over and be like, wait, what is she trying to say here? Like, what does this mean? But I do really like the fact that this deals heavily with like racial microaggressions, specifically in like wealthy white communities, because they do live in a predominantly white, rich like community. And our main character's best friend obviously lives with white parents. So it's interesting to see the dynamic between her and her parents versus Farrah, who's our main character, and her parents. So I don't know, it's a very interesting read, and I'm liking it. I don't mind that it's a slow burn. It kind of feels like there's something like wrong, but like nobody's realizing it except for us as the reader. And I kind of like those stories where you have like subtle, like discreet dread and tension like kind of building up, but like nothing super like big or intense or action-packed is happening yet. So I'm liking it. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm still not completely settled in my place yet. There's just like so much to do. I have like freaking boxes and things to still unpack, and things to change in the apartment that were here like from before. I'm still figuring out like where the best like lighting is so that I can film. So I probably shouldn't have filmed this vlog like so soon into my moving experience, because I'm not like 100% settled yet, but hopefully this vlog will actually go up. But my plans for today are to just read. I might go to Home Goods because there's a couple things that I think that I need that I want to pick up, and I want to clean a little bit around here, like the kitchen, and you know, I have one more dining chair to assemble. I have the 5 there, but I have the 6th one still in the box. So that's pretty much like my plans for the day. I'm exhausted. I don't know why. It's like 10:30 and I woke up. I normally wake up at like 6 a.m. every day, like during the week. But today I like slept a little bit longer and woke up at 8:30, and I'm still tired. And I'm starving, even though I already had breakfast. But I guess like that's the life of being pregnant, is that you're exhausted and hungry like 90% of the time. And I'm like considering having a second breakfast because I don't think I can make it out there and go to Home Goods without eating something else. Okay, so I don't make this clip extremely long, I'm gonna go, and I will catch in with you guys later when I do some more reading. Okay, you guys, I just finished up at Home Goods. I got really boring things like a hamper and one of those like shower caddies that you put like on your shower head so that you could store shampoos and stuff, and some placemats. That's literally all I went in there to get. The line was so long, and like I'm starting to feel these they're called Braxton Hicks contractions. I've been feeling them for like a couple of weeks, but I don't get them often. But I notice when I do like a lot of standing, that's when I'll feel it. So I was like standing on the line and I was like, oh my God, is this even worth it? Like, I just want to sit down. Luckily I made it and I'm sitting down now, so I feel a little bit better. But I'm just gonna pick up some food maybe, and a drink, and then go home, and hopefully I'll get some reading done in soon. I have a couple of things to do around the house, and then when I have some free time, I'm gonna try to do some reading, and hopefully I'll finish this book this weekend. Like, I'm not gonna promise anything because you know me, I'm always like, I'm gonna try to finish this in a couple of days, and like, it never happens. But I'm determined because it's a long weekend and I have most of my packing done. I'm determined to get this book finished this weekend and hopefully start the next one during the week sometime. So I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Okay, so I got my stuff. Took me forever to decide on anything. I ordered this juice, thinking that I would be healthy and thinking that I want something refreshing. It's apple juice, cucumber, and mint, but I just tasted it and it literally just tastes like greenery. So I don't know how I feel about that. I ended up ordering a frozen like milkshake as well and a sandwich. So I'm gonna sit here and eat because I don't want to go home. Like, I want to eat, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, you guys, I'm home now. Have I gotten any reading done? Absolutely not. I think I'm gonna get the bulk of my reading done probably towards the evening because I still have all the chores to do. And it's like almost 3 o'clock and I'm like, where the hell did this day go? I'm kind of sad that like my day off is literally over, but luckily I still have the rest of the weekend. Look at Ninja sitting on my desk, just chilling, enjoying like the nice weather. The weather this weekend is literally, oh, that's the wind. The weather this weekend is literally so beautiful. It's like close to 60 and like there's a little bit of a breeze, but it's sunny, no rain. I have the windows open. Like, this is like ideal weather. Anyway, I'm gonna go do what I have to do, and I promise I will check in with you guys when I have some more reading done. All right, you guys, it's literally 6 p.m. and I'm finally sitting down to get some reading done. I'm also putting on a little comfort movie in the background. I really wanted to watch Scream or Urban Legend, but I couldn't find it on any streaming service. I do have the DVDs of like both of those movies, but I'm too lazy to like go look for them. So Friday the 13th, the original it is. This is on Hulu, by the way, if anybody's wondering. And I got myself my vitamin water. I'm ready to go, you guys. Ready to go. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry for this horrible lighting, but I'm now about halfway into Cherish Farrah, and I am confused. I mean, I have like my suspicions about what I think is happening and like the direction that this book is going to take, but I don't think like my initial understanding of the book was like is accurate, if that makes sense. Like, I'm starting to feel like there are other people or other factors that are going to be the antagonist force, the conflict in this story. And I've reached like a point where things are like starting to shift a little bit, and it really is giving me like these vibes of everything seems fine on the surface. I look like Lord Farquaad. I'm sorry. Have you guys ever seen, I'm sure everybody's seen Shrek, but I literally like my hair right now and like the way that I'm laying down, I look like freaking Lord Farquaad. But anyway, Farquaad aside, it's giving me this vibe of like everything seems fine on the surface, but like underneath there's some like tension and like something sinister is going on, but we don't know what it is, and like our main character doesn't know what's going on, but like she's starting to sense like an uneasiness in her current situation. And I really love those types of stories where it's like, it's not outwardly scary, but you're kind of like creeped out by the fact that like everybody's acting like everything's fine, but there's really something subtle happening like under the surface that like nobody's talking about. It's very much like Get Out in that sense, where like everybody's smiling and happy and they're acting like they're all good, but deep down they're like really evil and like manipulative, and they're trying to do some crazy shit under the surface. So that's like what I'm feeling right now at this point. I don't know if I'm like on the right track. Like I said, I'm about halfway through, and like no clear like action has happened. Like there was an intense scene that recently happened, but like again, like we don't know. I don't know where this book is going, basically. I think like I have my ideas, but I have no idea. So I really want to keep reading and find out. I'm probably just going to continue reading for the rest of the night and either check up with you guys later or maybe tomorrow morning when the lighting does not make me look like freaking Lord Farquaad. So I'll see you guys later. Hello you guys, it is now the next day. It's Saturday afternoon, almost 2 o'clock. I have gotten some reading done, so I think now I have about 100 pages left of the book, so not too much left. I don't really have any thoughts to update you with though, because I feel like everything that I said yesterday is still kind of ringing true in like what I'm up to at this point in the book, so nothing new to report. I'm liking the book. I just like want more, or I wish the climax or the reveals or whatever's going to happen would come a lot sooner than they are at this point. I don't mind like a slow burn horror or a slow burn thriller, something that's like more psychological rather than like intense and action packed. I don't mind that, but I don't know, like I really want more to be happening right now at this point. And a lot of people were saying like this book is really dark and the ending's really crazy, and like somebody even said like you're gonna want to read something a lot lighter after you're done with this book. And I can definitely see that. There was like a dream sequence that I just passed that was super dark and super creepy and just like weird, but I don't think it's something that's going to like leave me at the end like, oh my god, I need to pick up like another genre after reading this. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I want to finish the book either today or tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. My plans for today, I don't know, it's like really good weather and I do want to go out there outside and do something or go somewhere. So I'll probably get most of my reading done like later tonight, and possibly my parents will be coming over today. Now that I live like 5 minutes away from them, it's easier for me to like see them and for them to come over here, because in our old place, you know, they like hardly ever came because I was living like 30 minutes away and there was like, it was just too much. But now that I'm here, it's so much more convenient for me to see them and for my husband to see his family as well, because they live nearby too. So that's nice. I'm really sad that the weekend's like ending, or that we're like more than halfway through with it, but it is what it is. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can go to like the mall and maybe pick up some clothing, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, in this pregnancy, I do not feel like myself. I don't like the way that I look, and I know, you know, I'm not gonna get into it, but it's just, it's not even about like body changes or things like that. I just don't feel like myself, and I feel like so many things are changing and I'm not like happy. I haven't been happy with like my appearance or like how I put myself together for a while, so I really need some new clothes. I have like a few maternity items, but like not many, and obviously like most of my pre-pregnancy clothing does not fit me. The fact that I even found overalls that actually fit me from my closet is a miracle, but I'm just like not comfortable. Like I need new clothes, so maybe I'll go and get some new clothing, and yeah, that's like my plans for today. So I will see you guys later. Hopefully I'll have some more reading thoughts for you. Hello you guys, it is now Monday. It's actually Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to anybody who celebrates and enjoys this holiday. I did finish reading Cherish Farrah on Saturday night, and I am here to give you guys my final thoughts, but I did need like a day or so. I needed some time to like gather my feelings, and even now at this point I don't think I'm going to be able to like get everything across as much as I want to. I did post a review up on Instagram yesterday, so definitely check that out because I feel like my review and my explanation made a lot more sense in writing than it probably will now with me like speaking to you. But I ended up giving this a 5 stars, and my 5-star rating is not because I enjoyed the novel per se. I enjoyed the experience of reading it, but it was super dark and super disturbing, so I don't think it's something that you could technically enjoy. But I do think that it was very well done, and the ending of this book kept me like on the edge of my seat. I could not put it down. I wasn't even planning on finishing it Saturday night. I was like, okay, I'll read a little bit more tonight and then I will most likely finish it on Sunday. Once I actually reached the climax and like the turning point of this novel, I was invested and I was like, I cannot put this book down. It was so gripping, and I needed to know what was going to happen. And I feel like this book deals with so much heavy content regarding racism and abuse, psychological, I guess like instability is what I would say, and toxic relationships, things like that. So there's a lot of heavy content. So I don't necessarily think that this is something that you can go into lightly and say like, oh, this is going to be a fun, enjoyable time. It's not. But I do appreciate how she crafted this story and how well it was written, and just all the little nuances and clues and allusions along the way that led us to the finale of this book. And I don't know, I just thought it was really well done, really chilling. I was getting creeped out as I was reading that last third of the book at night, and honestly, like I couldn't stop thinking about it that night. I was like, am I gonna be able to go to sleep, or am I just gonna be thinking about what happened at the end of this book? It was very intense. There is a little bit of body horror in here as well, so if you're somebody who cannot handle a minimal amount of gore, maybe stay away from this one. But it's mainly like a psychological, slow burn kind of a horror novel. I would definitely still consider it to be horror. I know that there were a few people who were categorizing this book as thriller or thinking that it was a thriller book, but I would definitely consider this to be horror. Social and psychological horror is like a mix of the subgenres that I would say this book is. So I really, really liked this, and I really want to read more from Bethany C. Morrow. I hope that she comes out with some other social horror books, or just horror in general. I will read from her. This is also like a very character-driven type of story rather than it being more action-packed and like plot-driven. So not too much happens along the way. Like it's my oven preheating. Not too much happens along the way. You're really inside the main character's head and getting her perspective on the situation and what's happening. And then towards the end is where we really see some of the action-y sequences or like more intense segments of the novel. So if you are also somebody who does not like slower burn stories, just know that this starts off like that, and then the ending the finale, bro. Like, I don't even know what to say. I feel like my thoughts are all over the place, and I didn't even like really prepare for what I was going to say here, but just know that I rated this 5 stars and I would highly recommend. And this was a really good way for me to get back into my reading and my vlogging because it was such a strong reading experience for me. And I think that anybody who enjoys horror would really like this, and anybody who likes horror that has substance in it and it's not just like ghosts for the sake of being scary, like there's actual meaningful content underneath the horror aspects, this is a book for you. So highly recommend this one. I'm going to end the vlog. My battery's about to die. I'm a mess today. I don't even like the post that I posted on Valentine's Day. I just feel like the quality of my posts these past couple of days since I have returned to Bookstagram has not been me, and I'm trying to like find myself again on Bookstagram, and it's really hard. So going through that, but we're just gonna keep pushing on and I will hopefully be coming back with another video soon. I don't know when that's going to be, but I really tried this time, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if there's anything that you're interested in seeing me talk about, any book related content that you'd like to see me do, please let me know. I'm definitely open to suggestions and to hearing what you guys want me to film, since I haven't filmed in such a long time. So I'm really glad to be back here, and I hope that you guys will stick around, and thank you for being patient with me during this time. You know how difficult of a time I've been having, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get back more on track with my Bookstagram and with my BookTube. So I will see you guys in my next video very soon, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day today. Bye guys!